You're listening to the New York Sports Show, the #1 all New York sports podcast. Hosted by Dominic Konareski.
Talks about a potential trade with the New York Jets going out and acquiring Davante Adams has been going on for about a year now, but it seems like they are the hottest that they have ever been, that could possibly end up leading to the reuniting of Davante Adams with star quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Now, of course, the Jets would have to give up a considerable amount when it comes to a player like Davante Adams, and it really comes down to the question of, will New York be willing to go out and give up several pretty big assets for a 31-year-old wideout? Now, most likely, Adams would slot into the second wide receiver slot, because I really can't picture Garrett Wilson going down to wide receiver 2 on the team. I think he's the true WR1 on the Jets depth chart. But that would be a great pairing, though, to have Davante Adams in that number 2 slot. Now, currently residing with the Raiders, he had a very solid 2023 campaign despite dealing with inconsistent quarterbacks. In 17 games, he had 103 receptions for 1,144 yards and 8 touchdowns. Career-wise, he's just 5 end zone appearances away from 100, which could very well be in a New York Jet uniform. He has 95 career touchdowns and 150 career games played. Overall, 872 receptions for 10,781 yards. Now, the Jets going out and trading for Davante Adams, if that is to go down, that would be a true win-now mentality by the Jets organization, and I truly do think it will pay off. Adams is yet to show any big regression. I think he has still considerable amount of time left in the league. I mean, he's 31 years old. That's not the youngest that you want wide receiver to come by any means, and I know his contract may not be the prettiest to look at for a 31-year-old wide receiver, but he could produce for the Jets for several seasons to come, whether Aaron Rodgers is still quarterback 2 or 3 years from now, or if it's someone else like Jordan Travis. I think Adams fits into the Jets scheme perfectly. So I saw a Sports Illustrated article. It showed the Jets giving up a 2025 first rounder and a 2025 fifth rounder for Adams, which I think is really good. I know the first rounder, which is what I mentioned earlier, they would have to give up some pretty big assets to go out and acquire Davante Adams. That's one of the assets I'm talking about, if it was just mainly draft picks exchanged to get Adams in a gang green uniform. I'm not the fondest over that many trade proposals Sports Illustrated did, but if this is the final key piece offensively for the Jets to go out, make the playoffs, and make a legitimate Super Bowl run, I will take it. Because if the Jets win the Super Bowl, they don't need a top 10 or even a top 20 pick in the draft to be good for the next 2 or 3 seasons. It's no reason for that. Comment down below what you guys think. I'm Dominic Konareski. Take it easy, folks.